Here is the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Unleash the secret to success. Today in this book, I am going to share all the highlighted lines, chapter name, and their importance. Okay. We have completed this in our previous videos. You can also access them from our playlist named Think and Grow Rich. Now let's start. Author name is Napoleon Hill of book Think and Grow Rich. Uh, Something should be highlighted on each page. ये मैंने लिखा था शुरू में, बट ऐसा हो नहीं पाया का एग्जांपल दिखाऊं। ये देखो, ये रहा पेज। इसका मतलब है कि इस पेज पे भी कुछ ना कुछ हाईलाइट होना चाहिए था, बट ऐसा नहीं हो पाया। कुछ भी इम्पोर्टेंट में कोई इसमें नहीं लगा। कुछ ना कुछ होगा अगर मैं इस बुक को कभी दोबारा पढ़ूँगा, क्योंकि एक बार पढ़ने में बुक कभी भी समझ में नहीं आती है। तो मैं इस बुक को डेफिनेटली दोबारा कभी ना कभी पढ़ूँगा, ज़रूर पढ़ूँगा। तो दोबारा पढ़ने में उस पेज को हाईलाइट हो सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है, जो भी है, वट एवर इट इज़। बट नाउ लेट्स स्टार्ट from our chapter 1 desire. Before chapter 1 there's author preface in this. First, those who are ready and searching for it may pick it up. Second, if you are ready to put it to use, you will recognize this secret at least once in every chapter. Carefully wrapped in the training received before going to the front. ऐसा क्या रहेगा कि मैं अगर इसको ऐसे करके करूं, ऐसे करूं। Carefully wrapped in the training received before going to the front. There is no such thing as something for nothing. The secret serves equally well all who are ready for it. Education has nothing to do with it, within it. Sorry. The secret serves equally well all who are ready for it. Education has nothing to do with it. Money, fame, recognition, and happiness can be had by all who are ready and determined to have these blessings. Secret is more important. If you are ready for it, when it appears, you will recognize it. All achievements, all earned riches have their beginning in an idea. Now, second phase, introduction. I had learned from years of experience with men that when a man really desires a thing so deeply that he is willing to stake his entire future on a single turn on the wheel in order to get it, he is sure to win. I gave him the opportunity to ask the four because I saw he had made up his mind to stand by until he succeed. He had made up his mind to stand by until he succeed. Definite measure per which, determined to remain ready until he got that which he was seeking. Think and Grow Rich, name of the book. Know what he wanted and the determination to stand by that desire until he realized it. 3 feet from the goal. Study a man who had plenty of tangible evidences of riches but lost it because he stopped 3 feet short of the goal he was seeking. Common causes of failure is the habit of quitting. More gold has been mined from the brains of men than ever has taken from the earth. Before success comes in any man's life, he is sure to meet with much temporary defeat and perhaps some failure. When defeat overtakes a man, the easiest and most logical thing to do is to quit. That is exactly what the majority of men do. Success comes to those who become success conscious. Failure comes to those who are indifferently allow themselves to become failure conscious. Learn the art of changing their minds from failure consciousness to success consciousness. Riches come only to those who work hard and long. I want it and I will have it. You are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. Chapter 1 Desire, the starting point of all achievements. It was definite. Desire is definite. Barnes succeed because he chose a definite goal, placed all his energy, all his willpower, all his effort, everything back of that goal. Same is in the case of Mark Zuckerberg, who created Facebook, as you all know, as you क्या हर कोई जानता है उनको कि उन्होंने फेसबुक बनाया. उसकी एक मूवी है 2010 की, द सोशल नेटवर्क नाम की. क्या ही मस्त मूवी है. और वो मूवी देखने के बाद जो अर्ग बनती है अपने में, वेबसाइट बनाने की, खुद की वेबसाइट बनाने की, खुद की कंपनी बनाने की, भाई भयंकर एकदम. जो उस बंदे का और है ना कि मल्टी बिलियनर, सबसे छोटा जो मल्टी बिलियनर है वो बंदा बना था भैया, मार्क जगरबर्ग या क्रिएटर ऑफ फेसबुक. There is but one thing in this world that I am determined to have, and that is a business association with Thomas Alva Edison. I will burn all bridges behind me and stake my entire future on my ability to get what I want. He left himself no possible way to retreat. He had to win or perish, die or get destroyed. Gave the order to burn the ships that had carried them. Okay, this is the story, as you know. अगर आपने मेरी वो वीडियो देखी है जिसमें मैंने चैप्टर 1 डिज़ायर कंप्लीट किया ऑफ थिंक एंड ग्रो रिच बुक बाय नेपोलियन हिल, तो इसमें ये स्टोरी पूरी अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन की हुई है मैंने, मतलब पढ़ी हुई है. अगर आपने नहीं भी देखी है तो देखो, ये रही वो स्टोरी, बस इतनी सी स्टोरी है. मज़ा आ जाएगा पढ़ के कि उसने अपने पीछे जाने के रास्ते, सभी रास्ते बंद कर दिए थे. कैसे बंद की? शिप्स को जला के बंद कर दिया. क्या अब तो क्या तुम मरो और क्या मारो, बस डो डाई का सबसे बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल यही है. Gave the order to burn the ships that had carried them. That means that we cannot leave these shores alive unless we win. We now have two choice: we win or we perish. Perish, die or get destroyed. They won. अगर उनके पास 1% भी चांस होता कि वो भाग सकते हैं, तो उनके मन में ये आ जाता कि भैया लेट्स सरेंडर, बट नाउ दे हैव टू डू और डाई. क्या तो जीतो क्या फिर मरो, बात खत्म. When the going was hard and the future looked dismal, they pulled up and went where the going seems easier. Don't do this. ऐसा नहीं करना होता कि एक चीज़ अगर हार्ड जा रही है तो उसको छोड़ के इजी वाली चीज़ पे हम शिफ्ट कर जाएं. ऐसा करोगे तो वो इजी वाली चीज़ भी कभी ना कभी जाके हार्ड लगेगी, और ये फिर आदत बन जाती है कि हार्ड चीज़ को छोड़ के हम इजी वाली चीज़ पे जा रहे हैं. तो ऐसा ना करें. It is the same difference which distinguishes practically all who succeed from those who fail. यही वो कारण होता है जो सक्सेसफुल लोगों और फेलियर लोगों के बीच में होता है, कि वो हार्ड आने पर भी नहीं छोड़ते. सक्सेसफुल लोग वो तभी सक्सेसफुल बन पाते हैं तब वो हार्ड वाले फेज को भी क्रैक कर देते हैं, फेस करते हैं वगैरह. अच्छा, हमारे पास 6 स्टेप्स होती हैं किसी भी पॉइंट को अचीव करने के लिए. फर्स्ट, फिक्स इन योर माइंड द एग्जैक्ट अमाउंट ऑफ मनी यू डिज़ायर. सेकंड, डिटरमाइन एग्जैक्टली व्हाट यू इंटेंड टू गिव इन द रिटर्न फॉर द मनी यू डिज़ायर. थर्ड में कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट है नहीं. फोर्थ, क्रिएट ए डेफिनेट प्लान फॉर कैरिंग आउट योर डिज़ायर एंड बिगिन एट वंस. फिफ्थ, राइट आउट ए क्लियर कॉन्साइज स्टेटमेंट. सिक्स्थ, रीड योर रिटर्न स्टेटमेंट अलाउड twice daily, once just before retiring at night and once after arising in the morning. The object is to want money and to become so determined to have it that you convince yourself you will have it. World requires practical dreamers who can and will put their dreams into action. One must realize that all who have accumulated great fortunes first did a certain amount of dreaming, hoping, wishing, desiring, and planning before they acquired money. If you do not see great riches in your imagination, you will never see them in your bank balance. Let no one influence you to scorn the dreamer. Success requires no apologizes. Failure Failure permits no alibis. If the thing you wish to do is right and you believe it in, go ahead and do it. Never mind what they say if you meet with temporary defeat. Every failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent success. Practical dreamers do not quit. Practical dreamers do not quit. Daydreamers do. Remember too that all who succeed in life get off a bad start and pass through many heartbreaking struggles before they arrive. Strangers still are the ways of infinite intelligence. Discovery of the genius which slept within his brain. Addition की बात हो रही है इधर. The greatest achievement was at first and for a time but a dream. Dreams are the seedlings of reality. Awake, arise, and assert yourself. Dreams are not born of indifference, laziness, or lack of ambition. No one ever is defeated until defeat has been accepted as a reality. There is a difference between wishing for a thing and being ready to receive it. No one is ready for a thing until he believes he can acquire it. The state of mind must be belief, not mere hope or wish. No more effort is required to aim high in life. I was sure there must be a way, and I knew I would find it. Only our only limitations are those we set up in our own minds. Okay, this is the case of author's son. You may read it. I am not going to read it. It's just a moral, nothing more. Nothing is impossible to the person who backs desire with enduring faith. Never is a long time. He never would have pulled through if he had not refused to accept the possibility of death. Burning desire, strong desire, which recognize no such word as impossible and accepts no such reality as failure. Here's chapter 2, Faith, Visualization of and Belief in Attainment of Desire. When faith is blended with the vibration of thoughts, the subconscious mind instantly picks up the vibration, translates it into spiritual equivalent, and transmits it to infinite intelligence. फेथ होना चाहिए, लव किसी के अंदर नहीं होना चाहिए, सेक्स की डिज़ायर नहीं होनी चाहिए, मिलना चाहिए, लव भी मिलना चाहिए, बट फेथ तो 100% होनी चाहिए. लव होगा तो अच्छी बात है, मन खुश रहेगा. सेक्स मिलता रहना चाहिए, बायोलॉजिकल प्रोसेस है. Repetition of affirmation of orders to your subconscious mind is the only known method of voluntarily development of the emotion of faith. Perfection will come through practice. Perfection will come through practice. अगर हम इसको आगे पढ़ेंगे तो हमें समझ आएगा कि क्या बताया. Faith is a state of mind which may be induced by autosuggestion. Faith is the starting point of all accumulation of riches. Faith is the only known antidote for failure. If a man repeats a lie over and over, he will eventually accept the lie as truth. Through repetition of thought, this is why you are asked to write out a statement of your major purpose, or in fifth step. Your greatest weakness is lack of self confidence. Thoughts which are mixed with any of the feelings of emotion constitute a magnetic force which attracts from the vibration of the ether other similar or related thoughts, millions of seeds of the same band. Negative attitude toward other can never bring me success. The subconscious mind makes no distinction between constructive and destructive thought impulse. It works with the material we feed. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you think you can't, it is almost certain you won't. If you think you will lose, you are lost. For out of the world we find success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you have got to think high to rise. You have got to be sure of yourself before you can even ever win a prize. Life's battle don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but soon or late the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. According to your degree of understanding. According to your degree of understanding. His faith, his desire, his imagination, his persistence were the real ingredients. Riches begin in the form of thought, faith removes limitation. Both poverty and riches are the offsprings of thought. Chapter 3 Autosuggestion, the medium for influencing the subconscious mind. No thought, whether it be negative or positive, can enter the subconscious mind without the aid of the principle of autosuggestion. Nature has so built man that he has absolute control over the material which reaches his subconscious mind through his five senses, although this is not meant to be constructed as a statement that man always exercises control. In the great majority of instances, he does not exercise it, which explains why so many people go through life in poverty. Autosuggestion is the agency of control through which an individual may voluntarily feed his subconscious mind on thoughts of a creative nature or by neglect permit thoughts of a destructive nature to find their way into this rich garden of the mind. Day by day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Without mixing emotion and faith with your words, you will experience no desirable result. Your subconscious mind recognizes and acts upon only thoughts which have been well mixed with emotion or feeling. Unemotional words do not influence the subconscious mind. Do not become discouraged if you cannot control and direct your emotions the first time you try to do so. There is no such possibility or something as something for nothing. Ability to reach and influence your subconscious mind has its price and you must pay that price. You cannot cheat even if you desire to do so. You and you alone must decide whether or not the reward for which you are striving is worth the price you must pay for it. The method plays no favorite. It will work for the person as effectively as it will for another. When failure is experienced, it is the individual, not the method, which has failed. If you try and fail, make another effort and still another until you succeed. Succeed. Concentrate upon a given desire until that desire become a burning obsession. Via concentration, principle of concentration. Do not wait for a definite plan. Your subconscious mind will hand over the plan. Be on the alert for these plans and when they appear, put them into action immediately. You will learn only to assuming an attitude of humility. If you choose to follow some of the instructions but neglect or refuse to follow others, you will fail. To get satisfactory results, you must follow all instructions in a spirit of faith. In return for this money, I will give the most efficient service of which I am capable, rendering the fullest possible quantity and the best possible quality of service. Place a written copy of the statement where you can see it night and morning and read it just before retiring and upon arising until it has been memorized. Faith is the strongest and most productive of the emotion. The time will soon come if you do as you have been instructed in spirit as well as in act. As you read, underscore with a pencil every statement sentence which impresses you favorably. I use highlighter instead of pencil. Has the power to influence his own subconscious mind. Man has the power to influence his own subconscious mind. Here is a chapter 4 specialized knowledge, personal experience or observations. General knowledge is of but little use in the accumulation of money. Knowledge will not attract money. Organized and intellectual directed through practical plans of action to the definite end. Knowledge of power, it is nothing of the sort. Knowledge is only potential power. It becomes power only when and if it is organized into definite plan of action and directed to a definite end. An educated man is one who has so developed the facilities of his mind that he may acquire anything he wants. Any man is educated who knows where to get knowledge when he needs it and how to organize that knowledge into definite plans of action. It was not essential that he have this knowledge in his own mind. The man who can organize and direct a mastermind group of men who possesses knowledge useful in the accumulation of money is just as much a man of education as any man in the group. Remember this. College degree are not valued more highly. They represent nothing but miscellaneous knowledge. Special successful men in all callings never stop acquiring special knowledge related to their major purpose, business, or profession. Those who are not successful usually make the mistake of believing that the knowledge of acquiring period end when one finishes school. The truth is that schooling does but little more than to put one in the way of learning how to acquire practical knowledge. To acknowledge, sorry, as knowledge is acquired, it must be organized and put into use for a definite purpose through practical plans. Most companies look not only to academic records but to activity records and personalities of the student. One of the strange things about human being is that they value only that which has a price. They don't value the free things. It pays to know how to purchase knowledge. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. Doing a thing will never is trouble. Very rare quality known as imagination. Both success and failure are largely the results of habit. I believe that close association with one who refuses to compromise with circumstances he does not like is an asset that can never be measured in terms of money. There is no fixed price for sound ideas. Capability means imagination, the one quality needed to combine specialized knowledge with ideas in the form of organized plans designed to yield riches. Remember, the idea is the main thing. Yeah, this is the thing in the movie Social Network. It's a biography of Mark Zuckerberg's how he created Facebook and the how he got a case on himself by doing anything. Sorry, such things. This is also the central idea of that movie. Idea is the main thing. जिसके पास आइडिया है वो कुछ भी कर सकता है या फिर किसी से भी करवा सकता है. Imagination, the workshop of the mind. Man's only limitation within reason lies in his development and the use of his imagination. Nature herself, but you will in time make good progress. Both the synthetic and creative facilities of imagination become more alert with use, just as any muscle or organ of the body develops through use. Ideas are the beginning point of all fortunes. Ideas are products of the imagination. The truth that the only limitation is that which one up in one's own mind. The time had come for action. Why didn't you reach that decision a long time ago? The money was waiting for you all the time. He got the money within 36 hours after he reached a definite decision in his own mind to get it and decision upon a definite plan for getting it. This is the story of author's son. He got an idea of selling newspaper by taking a loan of 6 cents from a shoe polisher in his neighborhood. Then he sold many newspaper and regenerates his amount loan of amount and increased it to 48 cents. After it, he repays 6 cents to the polish of shoe polisher and had 42 cents left in the evening in his hands. Ideas can be transmuted into cash through the power of definite purpose plus definite plans. Carnegie surrounded himself with men who could do all that he could not do. Men who created ideas and men who put ideas into operation and made himself and the other fabulously rich. Success requires no explanation, failure permits no alibis. Chapter 6, Organized Planning. To be sure of success, you must have plans which are faultless. No man is ever vibed until he quits in his own mind. Just keep this fact in mind and remember, when your plans fail, then that temporary defeat is not permanent failure. If you give up before your goal has been reached, you are a quitter. A quitter never wins and a winner never quits. When you begin to select members for your mastermind group, endeavor to select those who do not take defeat seriously. Intelligent planning is essential for success. Broadly speaking, there are two types of men in the world. One type is known as leaders and the other as followers. Intelligent followers, opportunity to acquire knowledge from his leader. Intelligent followers are those. Intelligent follower has many advantages, among them the opportunity to acquire knowledge from his leader. Major attributes of leadership, main points: self control. The man who cannot control himself can never control others. A keen sense of justice. Without a sense of fairness and justice, no leader can command and retain the respect for his followers. Definiteness of decision, fifth, definiteness of plan. The successful leader must plan his work and plan work his plan. Leadership by consent. It means that people will not follow forced leadership indefinitely. Lack of loyalty is one of the major causes of failure in every walk of life. It is not the lawyer who knows the most law, but the one who best prepares his case who wins. If your case is properly prepared and presented, your victory will have been more than half won at the outset. Everyone enjoys doing the kind of work for which he is being suited. Lack of a well defined purpose in life. There is no hope of success for the person who does not have a central purpose or definite goal at which to aim. Major cause of their failure. Money is worth no more than brains. Lack of self discipline. Disciplines come through self control. This means that one must control all negative qualities. First, control yourself. Quick riches are more dangerous than poverty. Money without brains always is dangerous. Chapter 7, Desire. The majority of people who fail to accumulate money generally easily influenced by the opinion of others. Opinion are the cheapest commodities on earth. If you are influenced by the opinion of others, you will have no desire of your own. You have a brain and mind of your own. Use it, reach your own decisions. Such people generally do too much talking and too little listening. Keep your eyes and ears wide open and your mouth closed. If you wish to acquire the habit of prompt decision, those who talk too much do little else. If you talk more than you listen, you not only deprive yourself of many opportunities to accumulate useful knowledge, but you also disclose your plans and purposes to people who will take great delight in defeating you because they envy you. Keep in your mind the fact that every person with whom you associate is like yourself, seeking the opportunity to accumulate money. If you talk about your plans too freely, you may be surprised when you learn that some other person has beaten you to your goal by putting into action ahead of you the plans of which you talked unwisely. Let one of your first decisions be to keep a closed mouth and open ears and eyes. Tell the world what you intend to do, but first show it. No such thing as failure. Desire, decision, faith, persistence, the mastermind, and the organized planning. The leaders in every walk of life decide quickly and firmly. That is the major reason why they are leaders. Chapter 8, Persistence. The starting point of all achievement is desire. Keep this constantly in mind. Weak desires bring weak results, just as a small amount of fire makes a small amount of heat. Your subconscious mind works continuously while you are awake and while you are asleep. Poverty consciousness will voluntarily seize the mind which is not occupied with the money consciousness. Every failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent advantage. If one does not possess persistence, one does not achieve noteworthy success in any calling. Those who pick themselves up after defeat and keep on trying arrive. Those who cannot take it simply do not make the grade. 4 years she sang without money and without prize before any microphone she could reach. Most ideas are stillborn and need the breath of life injected into them through definite plan of immediate action. Those depending entirely upon luck are nearly always disappointed. How to develop persistent? Four steps. First, definite purpose backed by burning desire for its fulfillment. A definite plan expressed in contiguous action. Third, a mind closed tightly against all negative and discouraging influences, including negative suggestion of relative friends and acquaintances. Fourth, a friendly alliance with one or more person who will encourage one to follow through with both plan and purpose. Chapter 9, Power of Mastermind. Anybody can wish for riches, and most people do, but only a few know that a definite plan plus a burning desire for wealth are the only dependable means of accumulating wealth. Chapter 10, Mastery of Six Transmutation. Wears long hair, eat queer food, lives alone, and serves as a target for the joke makers. A man who has discovered how to increase the vibration of thought to the point which he can freely communicate with sources of knowledge not available through the ordinary rate of vibration of thought. The sixth sense is the faculty which marks the difference between a genius and an ordinary individual. There is no other road to genius than through voluntarily self effort. Chapter 11, The Subconscious Mind. The subconscious mind works day and night. The seven major positive emotion of desire, faith, love, sex, enthusiasm, romance, and hope. Seven major negative emotions to be avoided: fear, jealousy, hatred, revenge, greed, superstition, anger. Positive and negative emotion cannot occupy the mind at the same time, just like God and evil. There are no toll gates between the finite mind of man and infinite intelligence. The communication costs nothing except patience, faith, persistence, understanding, and a sincere desire to communicate. Faith and fear make poor bedfellows. Where one is found, the other cannot exist. Just like God and evil. Where one is found, the other cannot exist. Yeah. So have faith in God, have faith in yourself because you are the God. You are the OG God. Chapter 12, the brain. You have the brain of the world's smartest men. The subconscious mind is the sending station of the brain through which vibration of thought, the broadcast, the creative imagination, is the receiving set through which the vibration of thought are picked up from the ether. All of us are controlled by forces which are unseen and intangible. The depression was a blessing in disguise. It reduced the whole world to a new starting point that gives everyone a new opportunity. Chapter 13, The Sixth Sense. Self suggestion is a powerful factor in building character. Chapter 14, How to Outwit the Six Ghosts of Fear. Indecision is the seedling of fear. If you neglect to make the start or stop before you arrive, no one will be blamed but you. This responsibility is yours. Fear of poverty is a state of mind, nothing else. Sorry. Yeah. Fear of poverty is a state of mind, nothing else. A man is considered less than the dust of earth unless he can display a fat bank account. It's true in real world. Procrastination, the habit of putting off until tomorrow that which should have been done last year. Powerful and mighty is the human mind, it builds or it destroys. Without doubt, the most common weakness of all human beings is the doubt of leaving their minds open to the negative influence of other people. If you fail to control your own mind, you may be sure you will control nothing else. Mind could produce anything the mind could convince and believe. Ford has a mind and controls it. The other have mind which they do not try to control. Mind control is the result of self-discipline and habit. You either control your mind or it controls you. It was a great surprise to me when I discovered that most of the ugliness I saw in others was but a reflection of my own nature. Life is a checkerboard, and the player opposite you is time. The reward is worthy of your effort. Will you make the start and be convinced? The end. Here is my autograph. This is my autograph. I can't show it. Okay, bye bye. We have completed the short summary of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and this is the secret code for this book. ACF. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Done. Bye bye. Thank you. I think you should vote for the next book. I think there are two books. Uh, First is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki, and the other book is Psychology of Money, मॉर्गन हाउसेल. तो बताना कौन सी बुक मुझे पढ़नी चाहिए, अब आगे उसकी प्लेलिस्ट बनानी चाहिए, तो कृपया कर बताएं. धन्यवाद.